who played for me and all getting their second-year varsity, which is a pin now. Does everybody know what we're handing out? Next young man, honest truth, heart of a line. Not the biggest kid. Once again, the third brother I've coached, but he comes every day and he works hard. And we're going to get him bigger and we're going to get him faster. And, but he comes and he works like hell. And a bunch of scrimmages and even games, he comes and bails us out. And that's Scotty Lee. The next young man, we were happy to get back, and he played a lot towards the end of the season. He had his knee operated on, and always brings a laugh and a smile to practice. And we're going to get him in the weight room eventually, and even make him better than he already is. Right, Anthony? But Anthony Catani, who did a great job. The next young man is really, I'll tell you right now, during this offseason, proved to be more than a very good football player, but be a leader. I haven't seen a kid work this hard since we basically ended on Thanksgiving Day in the weight room every single day, doing a workout that most people couldn't do. Most people couldn't do and wouldn't want to do. But he's come, he works hard, he ran the ball hard for us, he played hard at linebacker, and he's going to do a lot of great things for us next year. Josh Tunick. And my last young man, a young man once again through some injuries and stuff, and I'll be honest, wasn't sure if he was going to play, and it took a little convincing for me. And as a sophomore, you know, was second team? You were second team as a sophomore. Honorable mention, on my old age, but proves what a football player he was. And he came back, and once again, obviously, he gets hurt. Our first week we play, breaks his thumb, and we lose him again. But really ended the season strong, both at linebacker and running the football player. And I think is one of the better football players in the SWC, and that's Billy Wilson.
Here it comes.
Okay, I have 3 defensive linemen as juniors right now, and 2 of them tied their tie very nicely tonight. So I'm not going to mention any names, but as they come up, you think that in your head. Okay, which one of these? Don't try now, boxer. All right. Damage has been done. Over with the defensive line, the first young man is the cat that ate the canary. He's always got that look on his face. I don't know if he's got a joke or if he's confused about something. But to tell you the truth, he was low on the depth chart coming into this year because we weren't sure. He was a junior that didn't have a lot of playing time the previous year, but he was dedicated. And he came up and he said seriously in the offseason, he kept saying, "Coach, I'm playing starting center next year." And I said, "Jake, I'm a boxer." I never called him Jake, so that's a lie. I said, "Boxer." I said, "Keep working hard, and you can go and get that center job." And guess what? He worked real hard in the off season. And by the time we got out there and started doing football in the fall, all the talk in the off season doesn't count. And we put the guys out there that actually perform and that step up to the challenge. And Boxer stepped up to the challenge huge this year. And as a junior starting center, did tremendous things, and we're really looking forward maybe even getting on the other side of the ball next year. Jake Boxer. The next young man that we had put a lot of quality starts out there for us this year, got a lot of time for us. We try to get a nice rotation on the defensive line so we can fight for 4 or 5 plays and try to get somebody else in so that we can stay fresh all the time. He's got a tremendous motor on him. He's been working very hard this offseason already, and we need him to step up even bigger next year. Joey Bobby Sochi. And again, you get very excited when I call up a junior that's already a second-team all-conference kid, and you talk to a lot of the coaches in the league, and they say they circle him every time they play Barlow. He's a fantastic player, brute strength out there, a big motor, an emotional, plays with a lot of emotion too. And when you combine all that, the hard work, the passion for the game, the brute strength, the freak genetics that he exhibits, and you put it all together, you get probably one of the best players that we're going to see here at Joe Barlow. So we're very excited for next year. Had a tremendous third year here with us, getting his second team all-conference, second year varsity, Jonas Christian Irvin.
This next player is first year coming out for the team as a junior, and you know, give a lot of credit because you know, all the other kids they played before, they know what to expect, and he decided, hey, I want to play football, and he came out. He worked hard every day, didn't miss any practices. Once again, he suffered from the fact that we didn't have a JV team, so his games were really played Monday to Thursday in practice, and that's Luke Clover. This next player, last year really did a great job in practice. And you know, sometimes it's hard when you're a younger player in your practice, and you just, you know, you're trying to make the varsity look better. But as I always tell the kids, that's when you stick out to the coaches. If we're having problems, if we can't do something, and it's because of somebody on the other side of the ball, it takes notice. And he continued that this year. He worked really hard. And I'm really hoping that his senior year he gets on the field and really helps us out, and that's Alex Klein. This next player started in the defensive secondary for us this year. Really worked hard in the weight room in the off season. Watched a lot of film. You know, said, Coach, what can I do to get better? You know, I want to get better, and you know, he started for us, and we're hoping that continues again next year, and that's Andrew up in the line. This next player, we had a couple of morning workouts last year, and he came to everyone. He worked hard. In the summer, came every day, worked hard. I joked around saying he'd be a great cross-country kid because every time he had the races on Friday, he was blowing everybody out of the water. Just really great work ethic. Started for us receiver this year, and that's John O'Connell. As I said earlier, I was very fortunate this year to work with three great kids at the quarterback position. And like I said, here at Joe Barlow, the quarterbacks, they have a lot of responsibilities, you know, and I'm hard on them in practice, and that's because when the game comes, I'm not out there to help them out, you know, and they're able to, you know, change plays for us in the line of scrimmage and do things that, you know, Massic's not able to do, and all those other kids, they don't have the same responsibilities that our kids have. So, you know, it's a lot of pressure for them, but I couldn't be prouder than all of them, especially this one. You know, he helped us out last year. He took his beatings, especially in that Newtown game. And this year he came, he worked hard in the off-season, and then really gave us a great two-headed monster quarterback, and that's Cooper Brown. The last player, I will mention SWC. Started both ways for us this year, both at cornerback and at slapback for us. One of the more dynamic players in the SWC, in my opinion. Every time he touches the ball, you never know what's going to happen. And really excited for him to have a great senior year. And he's a great kid, and that's Alex Lockman.